Okay, so we are looking at the thoracic cavity over here and abdominal pelvic cavity, and this structure over here is a diaphragm. So diaphragm actually separates thoracic from abdominal pelvic. So in the thoracic cavity, we see a couple organs that you guys need to know. Obviously, our lungs, and we have right lung and left lung. And see those lobes of the lung? So on the right one, we have 3 lobes. So a superior, middle, and inferior lobe. And on the left one, we have superior and inferior only. And now this is fissure. And fissures separate lungs into lobes. This is called horizontal fissure, and this is called oblique. So over here, we only have oblique fissure, right? So now if I remove those lungs, you can see the heart, right? You can see part of the diaphragm over here, right? That is separation between 2 cavities. And this is the heart. And okay, so this one, this is right atrium, and this is right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. And we have these major blood vessels, great blood vessels. This one is superior vena cava. This is aorta, ascending aorta, and this is pulmonary trunk, right? Okay. So now we're moving down to the abdominal pelvic cavity, abdominal first. That's the biggest, visceral organ is liver. And human liver has 4 lobes. This is the bigger right lobe and the smaller left lobe. And if you want to see 2 more lobes over here, of course, we need to look at the visceral side, right? Over here. So this is called quadrate. And this is caudate lobe. Quadrate, caudate, and this is gallbladder. And this blood vessel is inferior vena cava. So now we get to the stomach. This little structure over here, this is esophagus. It's not actually a little, it's not short, because it starts from your pharynx, right, and go all the way down. Passes through the diaphragm to the abdominal cavity. So that's esophagus, and here's the stomach. So for the stomach, you need to know several parts. This part is called cardia, fundus, body, and this is pylorus. Also, this is called greater curvature, and this is lesser curvature. Now, this structure over here that attached to the greater curvature is greater omentum. And of course, it continues to this side as well, and it's cover these abdominal organs. Right? So now if we remove the stomach, we can see a pancreas over here and spleen. So pancreas and spleen. And we can see part of the large intestine here, and the rest we can see on the visceral part on the back. So now this is small intestine, and this is large intestine. And this first part is called cecum, right? So here's the cecum. And cecum is actually where you see that small intestine connects to the large intestine. So this is cecum. Now we have colon. This is ascending colon. This is transverse colon. And now if we look on the posterior view, right, you see this is descending colon. And then we get to this part, look like S. This is sigmoid, and this is rectum, the straight part. And over here you can see appendix, right? Also on this side you can see pancreas, right? Posterior side of the pancreas. And this is the first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. So we have duodenum, then we have jejunum, and then we have ileum is the last part of the small intestine. Okay, and the rest of the organ we will have another video, right? Okay, thank you.